Samantha.
She's photographing you now.
You're a terrorist.
It takes a lot of restraint to be a decent police officer. The same restraint these cops didn't have when they arrested this girl at the beach. A woman that goes by the name Samantha was with her friends minding her own business. That's when Myrtle Beach police arrived and tried to arrest her for a stupid reason.
If you stop acting like this, what?
Sam, just relax. Just relax, all right? Well, no. So, she's being detained. She's being detained right now. Okay. All right. Okay. And how is that? Yeah. How is she just acting?
So glad to see our tax dollars at work, keeping us safe from all those dangerous bikinis.
You know what anatomical areas are?
I do know what anatomical areas are.
Expression of the box.
No, it's not. Okay. Well, then there's other girls that have their cheeks exposed. So do the same thing to them. Go put them in handcuffs. It's simple. Like if just because she has a bikini that is more revealing does not mean that she's in the wrong. There are other bikinis. Like look, I can see her.
Every bikini on this page shows your butt is not illegal. Nothing in there says thong. Any quote-unquote private parts are not uncovered. Or none of our private parts are uncovered.
Where does it say? It doesn't say that. It says nudity.
I'm not nude.
There's no nudity going on here. Can we have names and badge numbers, please?
Yeah. Well, this is Zach Raffi. I knew his wife, actually. It's Guy's ex-fiance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she pierced my nipple.
And then badge number?
359.
And this
Officer
is...
Dick 368.
What's your first name?
Kyle.
Kyle Dick.
Okay.
Cool. Can you please do this?
No, you're detained right now.
Because I don't literally detained me for being in a car.
Yes, because of the way you're acting.
No.
How was she acting? She did not act irrationally.
Your questions right now?
No.
I think you should. Yeah. Then what? You're just gonna sit here and argue with us? Why? Because you don't like the way we're dressed?
No, wait.
Okay.
Great.
The cops desperately try to find a counter-argument to the mess they were making. Since this was a major crime that couldn't go unpunished, the deputies called their supervisor for help.
Again, I'm talking to her.
Okay, I understand you're talking to her, but
You need to go over there.
no, I'm on a public beach. I'm on a public beach.
No, he does not.
Look, we have our social distance. We have our social distance.
He does not. It's just like... Great. Can you let us go? Can we just go home then? I would...
Stop tweaking.
I would rather go home than pissed off because you put me in handcuffs.
Also, why are you guys not recording right now?
That's why I want you to
You have no reason to do this.
Okay.
You have no right to do this. It doesn't make any sense. You literally told me
Yes,
that
it
it's for
does.
nudity, and I'm not
No,
gay.
because of the way you're
If
acting.
you're telling us that we're dressed inappropriately for the beach, and we say, okay, we'll go home, can we just go home? I'm so uncomfortable. Like, I just want to go home. He's gonna go get my phone.
But what if, like, can we just agree to go home then? Like,
No, apparently not. We're detained.
She didn't want to listen to you first, right?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about it.
Listen,
When I asked you to show me,
I don't have to show you anything. I'm here to educate you. I'm not gonna pull
I
a
know
book out of my
you're not
pocket
here
and tell
to
you.
educate me. You're here to threaten me and harass me like this.
No, I'm not or harassing.
Then why did you come up to us? I'm not nude.
Because we got a call about you guys.
So, what's going on?
Can he get off of me, please?
He's holding to that when you're on the phone.
I'm not gonna fall.
Tell me what's going on.
They've come and told us that we're nude and that we can't be nude on the beach. I'm not nude. I asked him to show me where it says I can't wear a thong. He said no. He told me that he wouldn't show me, and I said, okay, then we're done here. And then he put me in cuffs immediately. And then after that, they brought me over here, showed me their book, which doesn't say anything about being in a thong. It just says you can't be.
Jimmy Jam?
Jimmy Jam, yeah. So, I am not... everything that is a quote-unquote private part is covered.
The supervisor goes to pull up the city ordinance in his car's laptop. Meanwhile, the officer uncuffs Samantha because he knew what was coming.
They just took me out of handcuffs, but they're trying to tell me to handle that with me. I mean, They can't tell me that I'm nude. This is a bikini that I bought in the store. This is that I bought in the store.
Listen, if you cooperated from the get-go.
Which she did.
Which I did.
She did.
You refused to tell me.
That's not cooperating.
You refused to. I asked you to show me what was
How's that
telling you. You said
cooperating?
no. So you didn't want to talk to
Hey,
me.
she asked you to show you. She asked you to show you, and then you guys said no right off the bat. So she did say walk away after that.
What you
Like-
can't-
When we're done with you, you can make any phone call you want.
I gotta go. You want to come around and throw your weight around like I have to do everything you say. That's not the case. So if you don't want to show me something, then you don't want to tell me what you're going to detain me for.
I did tell you.
No, you didn't.
I did.
So you can just make up whatever you want.
It's not made up.
It is.
It is made up because it's saying nudity. There's no nudity.
You keep chiming in, you're going to jail.
For what?
For talking?
Hindering.
Hindering.
During what?
Walk away.
We have our social distance. We have our social
I'm
distance.
dealing with them. I'm investigating them right now, not you.
Okay, and I'm with them.
You're still talking.
I'm sure the people of the city can sleep in peace when these bikini villains are taken care of.
If you want to listen, you can.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Can he not be in the car? It makes me super uncomfortable.
Alright, specify anatomical parts. Male, female, independent, public hair, buttocks, knees, bone, all this other stuff. That's what that's what like I said, it's the original ordinance of the 530. And you can look this up on your phone too. It's not any secret school stuff. It says the same thing. It should be unlawful. It should be unlawful for any person intentionally to any public beach access, public waters, or public property, and the view of the public in such state of dress or undress as exposed as anatomically specified parts. That's what
These, like,
this
isn't nudity.
So
and I'm not saying you're nude. It's the fact that you're out here in a thong. That's why we have to have a thong ordinance. We have to cover up. Two, if you're out here in a bathing suit and a cover up, you have a thong under it. That's fine. We're not that. That's what I'm saying. A thong where your butt is hanging out. In her case, you know, she's out here with a wet top with her, you know, her breasts.
We can use words. They're nipples.
Oh,
It's fine.
well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
You don't have to be.
Right.
We're adults.
But like I said, that's the reason why. All it is sequence. That's all. If you want to put on a bathing suit top like yours, and you want to put on a cover.
So how are we gonna put this? Like, I bought this at a store.
And I get it. Listen,
How can you have stores that sell thong bikinis and then not allow
but
us
they
to
also
wear
sell
them?
beach towels and stuff like that. This is our city ordinance as far as laws.
So
It's like
every other woman in here, because I can see her butt there, I can see literally all of these girls' butts. Yeah, I can see a lot of nipples
Well,
too.
here's the difference. See how it's covered up still.
That girl in the white's just about a single amount of her butt as mine.
That's what's going on. You have to have a couple.
Are there measurements,
Yeah,
like
are there-
inches
is there
or
a
size,
certain
or are we
inch?
just
There's no
making
measurements to it. It's just that
arbitrary?
You cannot be exposed in that sense. Like I said, when they're wearing perfectly.
Can you give us anything that's a better guideline, like
one
in
rule-
inches
it's about
or,
an
or
inch
a
more than mine.
diagram
We
or a
don't write
photo?
the ordinance.
I understand you don't write the ordinances, but
I'm
all right.
not
So what
angry,
about
I'm just
they
asking
had
because
gentlemen
I
in
don't own
speedos, and
any
I could
other
clearly see every bit of their
We would have addressed it.
their package in
So
it.
we're just in trouble because someone complained about us specifically.
But if we complained about them, you would ask them as well. So if I said that I was uncomfortable with their butt cheeks, it would be the same thing.
Or if we said we were uncomfortable with the guy filming us, that would be a thing.
Well, here's the thing. The way you guys are dressed, I said, if your butt is hanging out, yes, that is a violation of our city ordinance, which I'll clearly tell you.
Are you going to address?
I'm just curious.
Well, listen,
I'm just
they're in
curious.
bathing suits that are covering up majority of their behinds or whatever.
No, but they're not though. Like they might be an inch more than mine.
Well, then you have to put on something. You cannot have a thong on just with your butt exposed. You can't do it. It's more restricted.
But why is theirs?
So what's considered a thong? Because that's a Brazilian cut bikini.
We're not getting
Because it does matter. Because if I'm gonna go buy a bikini, I would like to know wear it.
But our ordinance just says butt. That's all.
Okay, so then that's about over there. So
Considered the
that's what-
buttocks.
okay.
Yeah, it could be literally.
That's what.
This is my hanging out.
That's what we're going to
This
say.
I mean, that's what it is.
could be hanging out.
That's what it is.
So they're
out too.
So they're out.
And I mean, when you get wet in a white shirt, I'm not saying that you did anything wrong. I'm just saying you just have to put something on to cover it up. You have kids out here and everything else. You have to cover it up. That's all we're trying to tell you.
Just don't care about other people. Like, don't look at us.
Well,
why can't we tell them stop looking at us?
Well, my thing is we're addressing the issue. We're out here telling you what the ordinance is. If you don't want to comply with it, if you take it to jail with it.
Well, we're just gonna leave.
And that's your right.
Okay, so can we leave now? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
okay.
Thank you.
Yet another perfect example of where you need to assert your rights. She is clearly not new, and they're trying to enforce a law that is explicitly about nudity. The people called on them were but these next two Karens who overreacted are on a new level of pettiness. This female auditor was minding her own business recording on public property when she came across a rude couple.
So I wanted to show you guys the DMV, my local DMV. Right now they're accepting appointments only, so you're not able to walk in this building without an appointment.
Please don't photograph me. Yes, you're not allowed to photograph me.
Why are you photographing us? Why are you photographing us? Who are you?
Back up!
Who are you?
Back up or I'll stand my ground.
Stand your ground.
I will stand my ground, sir.
Why are you photographing us?
I don't answer questions. Mind your own business.
It is our business.
The
to
number's
photograph.
911.
I am going to call 911 then.
Call 911.
Right, Trump.
You guys see this?
See what? I'm blind. See what? You? Why are you taking our photo, miss?
We're trying to find out why you're photographing us.
So you're going to actually shoot me if I get close?
Hi, old broad.
Why
I know D-News. Bunch of Karens.
What?
Are you a veteran, sir?
I am. I'm a disabled veteran, yeah.
So you should be more than grateful for me exercising my First Amendment right to
take a
film in
photo of
public.
us? To take a photo of us?
All right,
That's
we're
not your
done.
First
We're
Amendment
done
right.
here. We're
That's not
done.
your First Amendment right, taking a photo of us.
We're
And
done.
I'm telling you, we're in a public place, so why are you harassing us? Maybe you should call the cops, call the police.
I don't call the
We haven't
police.
done anything to you. We don't even know who you are. Who are you?
Have a nice day, sir
You
and
have a
ma'am.
nice day.
I will. I am.
We want to know why you're
Photographing us. Who
What
are
did
you?
we do?
You have a right to tell us
photograph
that.
us? Why are you
Why are you
photographing
I guess we're just gonna have a cam back.
Why are you
6 feet,
photographing
sir.
us?
Stay 6 feet away.
I am 6 feet away. My camera's not. I am 6 feet away. Why are you harassing us? Who are you? You're not amending. You're not doing your First Amendment right. You're harassing us. Who are you? Huh? You know, maybe we should call 911.
The number's 911.
There's no expectation of privacy in public. This couple knew that. They could have just walked away, but they just seemed so bored that they decided to harass the woman, and soon enough, others joined.
Like, who are you? What are you photographing us for? Are you working with this building over here?
No.
Or you're just somebody that's an oddball?
Exactly, Fork you.
You're harassing us.
All they have to do is walk away. I mean, then I wouldn't have a story. She thinks I'm a terrorist, guys. Wow, that's nice. That's really nice, guys. I'm calling 911. Yeah, this is my first ding ding ding. So I guess I'm gonna wait for the cops, guys. You guys wanna wait with me? Exactly. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. She said if you don't want to be reported, walk away. Yes. Yes, that woman knows how to do her job. Absolutely. Good job. You gotta recognize what's real, guys. That woman is doing her job on point. Public here.
Who are you?
I know, right, guys? Making false police report is a crime. It absolutely is. Oh, is he a pirate? Oh. Arr. The building is giving a little buffering. Let me move a little bit away from the building. How's the picture now, guys? Tell him you're his muse. I know the nines. See, guys, he's walking up to me. He's engaging me.
I'm not engaging.
I'm glad that you guys are my... Oh, let me pose for you. Hold on.
Why don't you put who you're speaking to on the phone?
You like this? What about this? I'm very photogenic, sir.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I don't have a problem with cameras, sir. There's cameras everywhere, sir.
Why are you... No.
Bye.
Moments later, the police arrived, and wait till you see what they were told by the caller.
They came really fast, guys, for filming in public. What a waste of tax dollars. As a veteran, he should be ashamed of himself to waste tax dollars like that. Clearer picture.
Did you state you had a weapon? Did you state you had a weapon?
I don't...
So can you tell me what happened?
I don't answer questions, sir. I'm stating my Fourth Amendment right to remain silent. What's your name and your badge number, sir? Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful... I got screwed up for a second, sorry. Walk of shame. A gun call. Did you hear that, guys? They're making a false police report or a false 911 call. That's crazy.
There was a hi. How are you? Someone made a reference that you may or may not have a weapon.
A reference or a false 911 call? Because that's two different things.
We get I'm in the sun. We get a set of information. Someone calls us and they say, "Hey, we have a person that looks like you, and they may or may not have a weapon." So it's a simple question. I just need to know if you do or do not.
I don't answer questions, sir. I'm instating my Fifth Amendment right. Am I detained or am I free to go?
You're free to go.
Thank you, then I'm free to stay.
Yeah, it's just a question.
I don't answer questions, sir. Have a nice day. What's your name and your badge number?
Peterson, 5407.
Have a wonderful day, Peterson. You too, sir. I don't know what your name and badge number is. Can I have it, sir, with the mask? Sir. Sir, with the hand on your light? Oh, that's not his gun. He's a righty. Any further contact with me is not consensual, sir. So, have a nice day. Thank you, sir. What's your name and your badge number? Thank you, sir. You did a wonderful job, Sergeant. Very professional. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Thank you guys for being here with me today. You guys have supported me since day one. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. See, the sergeant had to come to educate these other deputies from the Palms Lightning Day. I wish you could see my smile right now. I'm smiling from ear to ear. Oh, look, there's a cop on a Segway. I want to show you guys the scooters that they ride. Hold on. This is the scooter that they ride over here. And they were giving James Madison Audits a hard time for riding his scooter. Do as I say, not as I do. Gotta get out of here. I love you guys, and you know, just look out for my next video, alright? Bye, guys.
That couple was just too crazy. Imagine if they went to Disney and called the police since everyone was recording them. The last cops were nice, but the next one and their chief were just harassers.
Has anybody told me to leave?
Somebody has called in.
And that's fine.
Shut up.
First off, you don't tell me to shut up.
I'll tell you what I want to tell you.
Okay, you're not going to tell me to shut up. You're a cop, right, bro?
Yeah.
So you get what I'm
No,
right? Okay.
I know exactly what you're trying for.
Okay, I'm just trying to rule you out so I can be on to the next person, okay?
How does a system designed to protect us sometimes fail so spectacularly? Especially the second case where an officer gets into a fatal head-on collision. Cops rarely respect our rights, and these first cops paid $75,000 for violating this man's rights. On March 22, 2019, Kenneth Grants was sitting in his SUV parked on a public easement when Officer Haynes of the Blanchard PD approached him.
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with, make sure.
Fourth Amendment right not to show that to me.
Well, if I'm making contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor or felony.
Okay. Well, sir, here's the deal. I was called on you, okay? For a suspicious vehicle, you said yourself you don't live over here, you have a purpose. What's your purpose? Is the purpose legal or illegal?
That's for you to determine that.
Okay. So for me to determine that, I need to see your ID.
How is my ID going to determine whether I'm...
Well, it helps to let you know who I'm dealing with.
Cops usually skip over this step, but they have to investigate and determine that a crime is being committed before asking a person to identify themselves. The Haynes was about to accuse him of way more.
No.
Okay.
It's not none of your business.
Well, it is my business if you're planning on breaking into something, which I don't know if you are or not.
Make that determination whether you feel I'm going to break into something.
Well, that's why I want to identify you to help me figure out the determination.
How is my identifying?
Okay, because if I identify you and I run your check and it says you've been arrested 5 times for burglary, then I'm going to go a little bit further. If it's nothing, I'm just going to identify you, kick you loose, have a good day.
What suspicion of a crime do you think that have committed, about to commit, or...
500, start 502 over here. So I have a call for service.
I understand.
Okay. I've had multiple. I've had multiple call. And so if you're not from here, I'm not sure if you are or not, because I don't know who you are. Okay.
My plate's right back there. I'm sure you can run it.
Yeah. Okay. So is that how you want me to identify you? Through your plate?
If that's what you have.
Are you the owner of the vehicle?
Do you suspect that I'm not?
I have no reason to believe you are.
Well, I'm sitting in a truck in front of the house, waiting.
For what?
I'm accused right here.
Okay.
That's none of your business.
It is my business.
No, it's not. Why is it your business?
Because I want to make sure you're not going to break into these houses or anything like that.
Do I look like
I don't know. You have a ladder.
That's your determination you have.
You have a ladder. What could you use a ladder for?
Does have a ladder in the back of the truck?
But you also have the right. I also
You have the right to ask me.
If I'm conducting an investigation, which I'm currently doing, and you don't comply, it's obstruction, correct?
Am I being detained?
I'm asking you a question first before I answer that.
Okay. Until I know whether or not I'm being detained.
You are not free to leave at this time.
Okay, then I'm being detained. I won't answer any questions
Until I deactivate my lights, until you're free to go, you're detained. It's like a traffic stop. Okay? So, do you have an ID on you? Do you have an ID on you?
I don't answer questions.
Do you have an ID on you?
I don't answer questions. Accepting searches or seizures from the persons without
Okay.
nothing wrong. I'm sitting on the side of the road in front of the house. Public roadway that's
500. This is a public roadway.
public roadway.
Owned by the city of Blanchard? But is it owned by the city of Blanchard? Is this owned by the city of Blanchard?
Haynes was trying to throw so much shade on Grants. Even if he could take his ID and it said that he used to be a burglar, nothing would change. Haynes still has to investigate. Grants knew the laws, and what he said next showed that.
South Johnson Road.
more Tom Zebra.
Radio distorted sometimes. Clear on Grants. So are you Mr. Grants? Alright, man. Dude, it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to identify you and catch you loose.
With this day and age, as you guys put it, citizens have to start standing up for their rights or they lose their rights.
I'm not trying to lose your rights at all, man. I'm just trying to make sure all these people around here living in this neighborhood are safe. Okay?
Do you have any reason to believe that I'm here for my rights that I'm gonna stand by?
And I understand that, and I don't want to.
For that purpose.
And I saw the Army sticker, and I appreciate your service, but I want to make sure that you're not here for nefarious reasons. So that's all I gotta do is identify you, make sure that you're not a wanted murderer, or got warrants like that, then I'll catch you loose and you have a good day.
You already ran my place. They gave you the information that you needed. You can ask them to go ahead and run me through NCIC or.
Do you have a date of birth then? Because I have to run it with a name and date of birth.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Grants wasn't going to budge, but things would really start to heat up when Captain Bellamy arrived on scene.
You're required to do that. Will you give me your ID?
Absolutely. Show me the statute.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
Ranger 997-1582. There's 1453.
Hello? Hey, Travis.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you. I got a random question for you, though. I'm dealing with something right now. So I got called out to an address out here in Blanchard, Summer Valley Road, for a suspicious vehicle, and gentleman's parked in a black pickup. He's from Oklahoma City, but he won't give me his name and tells me he doesn't have to give me his driver's license because he's not done anything wrong.
He's driving a vehicle?
Well, he's parked right now.
Oh, okay. Well, technically, there's no obligation for him to identify himself. I mean, unless you've got reasonable suspicion that he's committing a crime.
Well, the thing is I have no reasonable suspicion to believe that he's not committing a crime because he has a ladder in the back of the truck and he's in front of houses that aren't occupied right now.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, there's no compelled ID statute in Oklahoma. I have to think about. I mean, do you have anything else to suggest that he might be involved in something illicit?
Well, I'm curious why a man from Oklahoma City is parked on a dead-end road in Blanchard.
Bellamy was just plain disrespectful. Grants and Officer Haynes were having a civil discussion, and this macho just wanted to show us that he's a tough guy. Ultimately, Haynes would try to verify what Grants was trying to say by calling the district attorney.
All you've got is a guy sitting in front of an unoccupied house with a ladder in the back?
Yeah, and the road he's on is it's one of those not city Blanchard roads, but he says it's city easement even though he's parked in this person's yard. Part of his truck is in the person's ditch line. He's like, well, that's easement. I'm like, well, this is a private road, so therefore it's not a city easement, buddy.
Right. Yeah, man, I don't think you got enough to compel him to give you his identification.
Okay.
I mean, I know that's not what you want to hear.
No, that's why I called you instead of just ripping him out of his truck.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, you might try to think of a way that you can get him pulled over and stop. But I would have to, you have to base on some sort of observed practice violation in order to get my ID.
Yes.
But like, this is the first thing that allowed me for you.
On the clipboard that has today's
Code 4.
It has what on it?
today's date, 3 a.m. and a camera, and it has one of these addresses.
Oh, okay. So he's got a manila envelope in his front seat in plain view with a camera on it. The manila envelope has 3 a.m. and today's date.
And one of these addresses.
And an address on the street on it.
Summer Oaks?
Summer Valley.
Did you hear that, Travis?
Yeah, I didn't quite understand it. He's got a manila envelope in plain view on his passenger seat. It's got a date and a time and an address on it?
An address on this street on it.
And it says 3 a.m.
It says 3 a.m.
and a camera.
And a camera sitting next to it.
Oh, he's probably a private investigator.
Probably, but I don't know why he wouldn't want to tell me that.
I asked him if he was a
because those guys are douchebags.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been my experience, and there's probably some of the more litigious people that you'll have to come across that be involved in a lawsuit. Yeah, and I just don't think you're over the line. I mean, I don't think you're beyond that point.
Okay. Well, All right, I'll just tell him that I'll contact Cleet about his private eye license or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to continue, talking to him and that.
But I'm just, and I gave him the same spiel I gave everybody else that says I don't have to give my ID. Yeah, you're right, you don't. But I like to know who I'm dealing with. Make sure you're not a convicted murderer. And he says, well, I don't answer any questions. I'm like, look, man, I'm not asking you a whole bunch of questions. I'm just trying to figure out who you are. If you ain't got nothing to worry about, give me your license. I'll cut you loose. Have a good day. I just have to do my job and identify, make sure you're not here robbing, because guess what? If the house gets broken into, you're the person I'm going to come talk to.
Who's the vehicle check back to?
Even the district attorney told Haynes that they had no right to ID him. The officers should have backed off.
Is he going to get out and come back here and talk to us?
No, she just said you're arrested. And he's been videoing this whole time.
I know you've been doing
Some questions. Go ahead and just lock me up.
What are you arresting him for?
I don't know. Not.
What are you arresting him for? What are you arresting him for?
Huh?
He hasn't violated really a crime yet, so not.
Are you investigating a crime or a possible crime?
Possibly.
Okay, he's obstructing an officer from doing his duty, right?
Okay.
All right.
Said you're meeting somebody here in a few minutes?
You have a legal right to make contact with you based on call.
And I don't
Now,
have
you're
to
obstructing
answer
that.
questions.
I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Okay? I don't care if you record me.
This whole interaction.
We
I
are
don't
ours
care.
are recorded
Okay,
too.
you're obstructing an officer from doing his duty, so now you're under arrest, unless you want to cooperate. Okay? That's the way it goes. Have a nice day.
Good.
Would you like to explain the address and the time on the folder inside your vehicle with the camera?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Look, man.
Identify yourself. I don't answer questions.
Look, man.
They didn't ask a question. Hey.
Can you at least take your hands out of your pockets for me? Thank you.
Look, all I'm trying to do, man, if you're PI, no big deal.
At this point, Haynes would have probably let Grants know that he was in the clear. But before he could do that, Chief Stacy White arrived on scene and just 16 seconds later asked Bellamy to cuff Grants.
Turn around, pretend on your back for a second. You're being placed in investigative detention, okay? You're in investigative detention at this time. You understand that?
I hope all your body cameras are on.
They are, sir. Do you understand that? I said you're.
Just said.
What did I say?
That I'm under investigative detention.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'm being detained.
Okay. So you're being detained.
I understand what that means.
All right. So
there's a difference between an arrest and a detainment.
There is. You are correct. And if you're an insurance stressor, that's fine. We'll identify you. We'll make sure you're at the right house and kick you loose. Not a big deal, bro.
Well, the folder for this house is sitting right there. And the homeowner's not home, so she doesn't.
Do you have the homeowner's name that I can contact? Make sure you're supposed to be here.
Yeah, but that's none of your business.
Okay, that's
As a
fine.
matter of fact, if you want to go talk to that neighbor right there, he has the garage door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
I don't have to tell you that. Don't you guys understand what my rights are?
Nobody said you have to tell us that. What we said is that you have to identify yourself.
I do not.
You
I
do
haven't
have to
broken a
identify
tie.
yourself. But we are here investigating whether or not you have. We have reason
You
to.
have every right
Listen
to
to me.
investigate.
Stop interrupting. You asked for my respect. I'm asking for yours in return. Okay? We are investigating because somebody called a suspicious vehicle and person in that vehicle. Okay? I'm not done talking. Within that investigation, we can identify you by getting your identification. You are required because we are investigating that you may be committing a crime, and therefore you must identify yourself.
What crime?
Trespassing.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay, sir.
To be trespassed,
Keeping
I have to be
time
asked to
for
leave.
all we know.
Okay. And that's
for all
you
we
guys
know.
to determine.
That's right. And
That's
in doing that,
part
we
of
have
your
to identify you.
investigation. No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No. You can ask for my identification. I am not legally required to give it to you.
Except that you.
No, I'm not. My attorney has told me so.
I don't care what your attorney told you. You have to identify yourself because we're
My
investigating
rights
a
are
possible
important to me.
crime.
My rights are important to me.
A possible crime is being investigated.
Okay, what crime?
I just told you two.
Okay. If then arrest me for those two crimes.
We have determined that you've committed those crimes.
I haven't committed any crime.
We have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Can you look at
I have a Fourth Amendment right not to tell you.
helpful many of the owners which may contact if they're continuing to
Address rats.
As confidently as Captain Bellamy spoke, the law wasn't going to change. Ultimately, Grants took this to court, and the court ruled in his favor. Grants took home $75,000 from this case. All that money went from the taxpayer's wallet just because some deputies and a tyrant chief didn't know the law and acted out of their egos. This next case takes a horrible turn as police arrive on the scene of a head-on collision. And the prime suspect? A drunk cop. On May 1st, 2021, on a highway in Albuquerque, New Mexico, police arrived at the scene of a devastating crash.
The floor on the back. Smell it too.
Yeah. Hey, brother. Come here. Come over here. You got your driver's license on?
I'm sorry?
You have your license on? Yeah. Get up on me real quick. What happened?
I have no idea, man. I just fucking head on. Oh my god.
What do you mean head on?
I have no fucking clue what's going on, dude.
Like, that car was coming towards you?
If I could tell you, I would, man. It just, oh my god, dude.
What are you remembering?
I'm just trying to come home and.
Okay. So you're going southbound.
Obviously, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then.
That's it, dude. That's all.
You remember lights? You remember anything?
No. I'm a cop with Cuba PD, man.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, dude, I'm obviously I'm going to Santa Fe, dude. Hello, where I'm going home.
Santa Fe's that way.
Yes. Yes, sir. Oh, give me a second, dude. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second.
This man was the driver who collided with the car head-on. He was an off-duty Cuba Police, New Mexico police officer Brandon Barber and the prime suspect in this crash. The officer smelled alcohol on Barber and wanted to test if this was going to be a DUI case.
Oh, shit. I think we're okay.
Can you do me a favor real quick? Follow my finger real quick, bro.
Do you got it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Whoa, sorry.
What's up, bro?
I gotta deal with all that. Hold on.
No, I know. Can you just follow my finger real quick, bro?
No.
Okay.
Not my legs, not my hands, not my anything. Hold on.
Not trying to do that.
Give me a second. I'm sorry, I'm shaking like a motherfucker.
No, I get it.
This is torn. This is completely torn.
Okay, I understand. You're a cop, right, bro?
Yeah.
So you get what I'm
No,
right? Okay.
I know exactly what you're trying for.
Okay. I'm just trying to rule you out so I can be on to the next person, okay? Is that cool?
Try your best, but...
All I need to do is follow my finger for just a second.
I'm sorry. I'm too sorry. 2 seconds, dude. I'm so sorry.
Do you want to lean against this car right here? So you're not on your feet?
No, let me just catch my legs, dude. Oh, son of a bitch, dude. That shit was head on like a motherfucker. That's all I fucking know. That is all I know.
Alright, can you just track my finger real quick?
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, ready?
Alright, just track it real quick, dude.
We'll try. Oh, fuck.
Just
Good
real
luck,
quick.
dude. Good luck.
The officer noted that Barber had bloodshot eyes and he was moving his head when subjected to a field sobriety test. Barber then gives his side of the story.
So you can't recall anything at all that happened?
No. I wish I fucking could, dude. I wish I fucking could.
You haven't had anything to drink this evening?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
What did you have to drink?
I had a beer today.
Okay.
I had 2 beers, actually. I'm sorry.
Okay. What time was your last drink?
I'd have to tell you.
If you had to guess. If you had to take a guess about what time was your last drink.
7 o'clock.
About 7?
Yes, sir.
Alright, and what did you have?
Oh, just like this. Okay, just like this.
Were you involved in the accident?
Yes, sir.
Who was
That's
with
me.
you?
That's me. Nobody else.
Just in the truck?
Yeah.
Alright. So, here's the deal, brother, and you know where I'm coming from, okay? I do smell alcohol on you. Obviously, there's something else going on over here that we're trying to figure out. Would you be willing to do some tests for me, just so I can make sure that you're not intoxicated? Whatever you need to do, dude. All right. I'm gonna have you come lean on the front of this car, because obviously you said your leg's injured, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Barber told the cop that he had 2 beers, but he seemed to be really disoriented, even in the call earlier when he was telling someone that he was going to Santa Fe while he was going the opposite way. Fortunately, Barber agreed to further tests.
Just try and keep your head straight, okay?
Yeah, nice.
You remember these tests?
Yeah, of course I do.
Alright, just keep your head straight. You turn your head, alright? Just keep your head straight. Right here on top of my finger. All the way over as far as you can look at it.
That's it, right?
You're looking over here, brother.
That's
just follow my
I can't
finger.
go any
right?
further than that.
Alright. Just follow my finger, alright?
You're gonna take my head with you.
Well, keep following it.
That's it, dude. Right there.
Just keep following it, huh? What's going on, brother? You want to keep doing these or no?
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. I got hit head on, dude.
Alright, let's keep doing them here. You don't mind? Huh?
You were by yourself?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you had the other two on the phone. Yes, you
Me,
were.
I was. Yes, absolutely.
He's got odor alcohol from it.
She said that when she was coming up, he had no lights on the vehicle, so she didn't see him, so she swerved out the way and that's when
Alright, he's looking like he's 47, based on everything I can see. Just keep an eye on him real quick, let me go check out what's going on.
He was laughing and giggling the whole time. Little did he know that one of the 2 people in the car he crashed into was dead, and the other was in serious condition. Then we hear what the witnesses had to say.
Can you just give me a brief summary of kind of like what you seen, what happened?
Before we were coming, like nobody was here. It was just these 2, honestly. I don't think anybody saw the accident happen.
Okay.
But I almost hit the truck in front of me because I didn't see it when I was driving. So that's whenever I stopped over here.
Did he have lights on?
Huh?
Did he have lights on?
No.
Okay. And he hit the truck that's there.
Truck hit this one.
Okay. I appreciate you guys. Yes, it's another person there that might be 10-7, but the other guy.
There's 2 in there. One's 6-7, I think. Okay. But I can't tell for sure because I turned over.
Moments later, Felix Nunez arrived on scene flexing his badge. He was the son of Barber.
That's my son in the ambulance.
Okay.
Yes, 1080s in there.
Okay.
Recovered, we can, or is this going to be a 45 fatal?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
They're still trying to get this guy out.
Did he hop over or what?
We don't know yet. We just got here.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. He called, he said they're taking him, his chest was hurting and stuff, so they're taking him in.
Okay.
You got one of your units going with them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys.
Where are you at? Were you following him, or did he call you?
No, he called us.
Okay.
I was at home.
Okay.
So I was kind of.
All right. Yeah, we'll secure everything once we get the vehicle flipped over and we can actually get in there.
All right, I'll leave it to you guys. So
Okay.
He should have this person. He might have his. Yeah, he has maybe two guns in there. He has a 380 and a 9.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
We'll do our best to find him.
All right, I'm gonna try to crawl back over now. I'm just gonna head you in a minute.
Perfect.
You have a Tyler, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
All right.
All right, Jenkins?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Even if he was a police chief, how could the cops let him onto an active crime scene? After this, we get to see the suspect at the hospital.
So, what time did you start about drinking? You said you ended at 7. You told me on scene.
Oh
right?
yeah, it was probably like 6:45. If that, it was one beer, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Shit.
In Albuquerque somewhere?
Honestly, I think it was like Bernalillo, honestly.
You were in Bernalillo?
Yeah, at the time.
Okay. So you were heading to Santa Fe, you said?
Yeah, back towards Bernalillo.
Okay, so so you were in Albuquerque then? Or
At the time, yeah.
Okay, you were in Albuquerque, all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're heading to Santa Fe?
No, back towards Bernalillo.
Back towards Bernalillo?
Yeah.
Okay. And you had one beer. What time did you guys start drinking? For the draft or what?
I don't even pay attention to the draft. I don't even fucking know how that works.
All right. What time did you about start drinking your beer?
Maybe about 3?
3?
Yeah.
Okay, so you started at 3 and you finished it at 6:45? So 3 hours and 45 minutes?
No, honestly, I only had 2 drinks.
2 drinks?
Yeah, I had 2 beers.
Okay.
I'll be in hours. I had to get my daughter from school, so it was nothing legitimate.
Okay. All right. Obviously, you smacked your head pretty good. I take it.
I fucked my shit up.
Okay. Can I finish the horizontal gaze nystagmus test on you?
I don't think it'll be legitimate, but you could try.
Do you want me? Will you accept me doing it, or do you not want to consent to it?
Let's finish this medical piece, and then we could do it after. We're good from there.
All right.
I think.
All right.
I don't know, man.
Right now, I have reason to believe that you're under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. Okay. There's an open container in the vehicle. You were actually driving possibly the wrong way on the freeway.
Me?
Yes, sir. And also, there's you have red bloodshot watery eyes, strong odor of alcohol. When I started the test, you have significant lack of smooth pursuit in your eyes, which you know what that is.
Of course, yeah.
You have also distinct and sustained nystagmus at maximum deviation in both eyes until we had to stop for the medical people, okay?
Exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and apply for a search warrant for your blood, okay? Once I do that and the judge approves it, you know how that process works from there, okay?
If you get a search warrant, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
All right, brother. Just hang in there. They're gonna keep working on you, okay?
The resulting crash killed Alfredo Escanami Hernandez and Diego Arellano. The incident occurred after Barber left Sandia Casino. Barber pleaded guilty to multiple charges, including 2 counts of homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence. Escanami's son spoke in court before the sentence.
Yeah, this has impacted us in the worst way you can imagine. Because like I said, we had a perfect world. Both of our parents, our siblings. Unfortunately, that was stripped of us. It was robbed. I know we're all here because somebody's doing the right thing. But in your heart, think about it. Are you really doing the right thing? Knowing you still have another opportunity at a second chance at life.
We're brought together because of a mistake that I made. One that resulted in a heartbreaking and traumatic event. I had no intention of hurting or harming anyone. Every day and night, I pray for the victims and their family. I take full responsibility, and I bear much guilt.
Deputies make mistakes, but some of them put people's lives in danger.
Sheriff's office!
Shots fired, shots fired.
The deputies fired multiple rounds at the woman inside the house. The injured woman suffered wounds and was immediately rushed to the hospital and is currently out of danger. The sheriff's officer has initiated an internal investigation into the case and the Harris County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs Division is also conducting an independent investigation. However, this next officer was just downright dumb.
Right now, and you are going to follow my commands or you're going to go to jail. I'm going to detain you in handcuffs.
Are you his supervisor?
No, I'm the supervisor.
In July of 2018, the Good Citizen of the North channel owner Ryan Swanson uploaded his experience while filming in Hibbing, Minnesota, where he encountered an officer who acted more like a frat boy than a policeman.
I have a very legitimate reason. Can you explain that to me? Or you don't care to explain that? Can I see your identification, please?
Have I broken a law?
I don't know, but people take things very seriously when it comes to public safety and military safety, and if you've been walking around the property photographing things, I don't think it's unreasonable for me to ask. Now, you asked me a few questions when I got here for my name and badge number, and I was more than willing to provide that with you.
Which I believe you're required to do.
Yep.
I'm not.
Well, if we have reason to believe you may be involved in criminal activity,
you need a reasonable, articulable suspicion that I am, or I'm about to commit a crime to be able to detain me.
So what are you up
So what am I being detained for?
For identification purposes.
In order to ID me, I had to have broken a law.
This activity on 23rd Street, Brooklyn Drive, all with one male. Okay. So here's the thing. You can tell me who you are, and I can have you on your way very easily, and you can
Here's
go
the
about
thing,
your
at this
business.
point in time, it's an illegal detainment because I have broken no law.
Okay.
I'm in the process of breaking no law, and I intend to break no law. You have no suspicions of any of those three. Okay. So therefore, you have no right to detain me or try to ID me.
That might be what you think.
That's what I know.
But you can tell me, and I can get you on your way.
Am I being detained, or am I free to go?
No, you are not free to go.
Okay.
The officer tried to intimidate Swanson with underhanded tactics, threatening him with laws the officer had just invented, but he would immediately lose patience.
I told you I'm exercising my right to remain silent.
Set your cameras down.
No, I have every right to record.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now, and you are going to follow my commands or you're going to go to jail. I'm going to detain you in handcuffs.
Are you his supervisor?
No, I'm the supervisor.
Can I get your supervisor,
Turn around,
please?
Put your hands behind your back.
This is an illegal detainment. Go to the ground. Put it down.
Comply.
I'm not resisting.
Resisting. Yes, you are.
I am not at all. Nothing is tense. I'm completely loose.
You got his arm behind his back?
Yep.
I'm coming back. Sure hope you didn't damage your camera.
It's an illegal search. I do not consent to any searches or seizures of my person or property.
Arrest, so
Arrest for what?
Based on the U.S. Constitution, we have the right to search you under search incident to arrest.
What are you arresting me for?
Obstructing.
Obstructing what?
Legal process.
What legal process?
It is absolutely infuriating to witness this officer push Swanson to the ground based on a bogus claim, then further mock him for it.
I broke no laws. You were investigating nothing.
It's suspicious activity
And
when you're
what is that, a
photographing.
misdemeanor or a felony? Suspicious activity, a misdemeanor or a felony, Sergeant? Which one is it? You are now illegally searching my backpack.
The cop struggled to justify his actions when confronted by Swanson's questions, which is typical behavior for egotistical people. Swanson would later be taken to jail and upon release would have his charges dropped and successfully sue the police department of Hibbing, Minnesota.
I chose this.
Right.
I'm glad I did, because back when I was trained, we were allowed to whoop people's asses, and then we didn't have this.
On August 27, 2024, the Long Island Audit channel owner Sean uploaded body cam footage of his experience with the officers in Liberty Township, Ohio, where they repeatedly violated his rights as a public citizen, but would soon come to regret it.
Can you stay over there for me?
Why are you
know him?
recording? No.
We don't know him either.
Why are you recording?
Can you walk that way for me?
Sir, I'd appreciate if you don't shine your light.
Well, we would appreciate you if you stay over there.
Sir.
Okay. Yeah, we are. We are.
Stop shining your light in my camera. That's a violation of my First Amendment right. You are currently violating the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. I'm going to ask you to stop. What's your name and badge number? Griffin what?
Don't stay behind me, please.
I'm not going to hurt you. What's your Officer Griffin? What's your badge number?
Doesn't matter.
What's your badge number, Officer Griffin?
Listen.
What's your badge number? No, you're not.
You're too close to me.
No, you're being a tyrant. That's what you're being. You're being a tyrant.
Who knows? Who knows? Pete, this is what we deal with all the time. This is what we deal with all the time. This guy about to get arrested in a minute. Yeah.
I want to speak to a supervisor. The person that was shining a light in my camera preventing me from filming him is a supervisor. The person that's shining a light in my face right now and in my camera is a supervisor. He's a supervisor?
Step back, please.
You're a supervisor, sir? Are you a supervisor?
You should probably go find something else better to do. You should probably go find something else better to do. Well, go make some money, buddy. Go make some money.
Immediately, the officers would repeatedly try to block Sean's way as an ordinary citizen, who is allowed to film in public, and mock him for his attempts.
What, some phone?
I thought you dropped your money.
No, it's in my hair.
All right, give the next drop money and sister.
Yeah.
Just watch this dude with the hat. He's
What do you got here?
close to getting arrested. Hey, if he tries to say something to you, just fucking put your flashlight in the camera.
Can I speak to your supervisor, please?
I am him. What do you want?
You are him?
What do you want? Can you get away from me?
Are you scared?
I'm working.
Are you scared?
I'm not scared of nothing.
Okay.
You think I'm scared of you?
Well, the right way to say it is you're not scared of anything.
I'm
but
not scared of anything.
There you go. There you go. I'm no threat to you, man. I was recording the incident.
I didn't say you are. We got a job to do too, right?
So this is my job to hold you accountable. Do you have a problem with people who film you, Griffin?
Say hi. How you doing?
Officer Griffin, do you have a problem with people who film you? Is this like a habitual problem? Like are you a repeat flashlight in the camera offender? Griffin, do you have a problem with accountability, sir? Just a little transparency, that's all. It's not gonna kill you. Do you understand what the First Amendment of the United States, the Constitution is, Griffin? Did you take an oath to uphold that Constitution? You did, right? You know, a real man will take his oath seriously and uphold it.
Sean would not let the officer go on with his previous actions, as body cam footage revealed that the officer knew exactly what he was doing and deliberately violated the Constitution.
Yeah, send it to him.
You want me to send it?
Send it to him and ask him.
Oh, I'll go send it to him and ask him about it, Griffin.
Send it to him and ask him.
I'll be filing a complaint against you.
Please do. Please do. Please do. Please do, buddy. Oh, gotta love it.
28 to 23.
Good.
Just watch the gentleman out front that's filming our every move.
Sir, how are you? I'm doing well, sir. Are you a supervisor?
Not right now.
You're not a supervisor right now? Oh, no, I'm saying in general, are you a supervisor?
No. Well, weekends we don't have sergeants, but we do have supervisor. I'm for midnight turn. I just came in early.
Oh, okay.
How can I help you?
Oh, sir, so I was filming, I'm a First Amendment activist and independent journalist.
Yeah.
So I was filming an incident that was taking place in the parking lot where a female was being arrested, apparently for shoplifting. But I was filming there, and the supervisor that's on duty right now, Griffin, he didn't like that I was filming him, so he decided to put his flashlight in my camera so I couldn't see anything, violating my First Amendment right. I tried to explain to him I'm not a threat to him. I'm not here to cause any issues with him. I'm filming for accountability purposes. He told me, why don't you go do something to make yourself some money? Do you make money doing what you're doing? And he repeatedly, over and over again, no matter how many times I've tried to explain to him, I'm not trying to do anything but document.
We'll let y'all do that.
Oh, we're aware. We're very aware. Thanks.
Yeah, you see, I'm one of the guys that was trained law enforcement and chose this.
Right.
I'm glad I did, because back when I was trained, we were allowed to whoop people's asses, and then we didn't have this.
Well, I mean, he's really not doing anything wrong, but
No, I know, but you guys got a lot of aggravation to have
it's
to put up
frustrating,
with
yes,
nowadays.
but he's not doing
I'm
anything.
just old school training, which was different. I've changed with the training. It's like, okay,
right.
Let's just go softer and softer on the bad guys. But yeah, I say I appreciate y'all for your temperament. I don't have it.
Right.
Interesting observation from a former Liberty officer. Somehow, people like Sean, who only wish to hold public servants accountable, count as a bad guy to these types.
Your police chief must be bad if he's allowing this kind of behavior.
Done? Should be good. How you doing?
Yeah.
What a low standards law enforcement. Oh, man.
Amazing, this is the quality of cops that the system churns out these days, the type to hypocritically block public access while claiming to serve the public.
He assaulted me. I got it on film.
How he assaulted you?
In June of 2023, this auditor was allegedly assaulted by a patrolman at the Cleveland Clinic for no apparent reason, which was a concerning situation.
You're about to get a lawsuit.
I got a call that you're looking through people's cars and
You're about to get a lawsuit.
You fit the description.
You have no
Red t-shirt,
legal
white
right.
shorts.
You have no legal right
Call that you're looking through
to
people's
put your
cars.
hands on me.
Sir.
This is
Sir.
an assault.
Sir.
What's your name and badge number?
Sir, can you please turn around?
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Sidoti, 190.
You're about to get
What's
a
your
lawsuit.
name, sir?
You're
Sir,
about to
what
get a
is your
lawsuit.
name?
You have no
Sir.
legal right to ask me or not.
This cop's terrible behavior suggested that this would not go well for him, and this man certainly knew his rights.
Sir, we got a
Or
call
to
that
put
you're
your
looking
hands
through
on
people's
me.
vehicles. We got a call that you're looking through people's vehicles.
You're about to get a lawsuit.
All right, and you won't identify yourself, you wouldn't stop, and you're on
You have
private
no
property.
legal right to identify me.
We got a call that he was looking through people's vehicles, and he wouldn't stop.
This character saw me up on the hill exercising, going through the lot. He started his car. He was up there sleeping or reading or something. Followed me down and stopped me over here every day.
Okay. I'm here
He put
almost
his
every day,
hands
and
on me
I've never
with
seen
no legal reason.
We got a call that
I
you're
got it
looking
on
through people's
film.
cars.
Okay.
What's your name, officer?
Officer
What-
Buchanan.
Look, he has no reason to ID me. No legal reason. You all about to get a huge lawsuit. I got him on camera assaulting me for no legal reason. What is your name again?
I have one Garfield unit up here.
Y'all gonna find out.
The officer knew he was in trouble because he was being filmed from the start.
You saw him assaulting me when you walked up. Am I right?
I don't see doing
Absolutely. You did.
Sir, I just need your ID. So
You're
I can
about
ID
you
We got-
escalated this thing
Sir,
into
sir, we
No,
have.
We're not going backwards. You escalated it. We're not going back. This is a lawsuit now.
Okay. All right.
This is a lawsuit.
Sir, we got a call that you're.
And I'm
looking through
suing
people's
you
vehicles.
personally
We got a call
for
that
putting
you're
your
looking
hands
through
on me.
people's vehicles.
You didn't see me
We got a call.
look in anybody's vehicle.
We
What
got
did
a
you
call
see
that
me
you're
doing?
looking through people's vehicles.
Talk to them.
We got a
Tell
call
me
that
you
you're
saw
looking
me
through
not
people's vehicles.
doing nothing illegal.
We got a call that you're looking.
I'm
through
dressed to exercise. I do this every day.
190.
Ask anybody, any of your staff.
Now that he knew he had made a mistake, he was regretting it only because it could cost him his job, not because he was sorry for what he'd done.
CCPD's got a big lawsuit now. You're
We
going
got
to
a
pay
call
me.
that we were looking through people's vehicles. So
That's
I'm
no
responding to the
reason.
call. I'm
That's
responding to
no
the call.
reason for you to put your hands on me.
You wouldn't
and
identify. You wouldn't stop and
you
talk
gave
to me.
me
You wouldn't
no
identify yourself,
legal
so you're on
reason.
private property.
Name a legal reason.
1090, sir.
You should have thought this out before escalating. Y'all got, get Garfield here. I'm staying here now. This is a police report, and you're liable.
We got a call.
This is a police report now. It's all on film. Nah,
Bruh, we're not going backwards from here. I'm sorry. Nothing personal against you.
Okay.
He should have never put his hands on me.
To no avail, they were desperately attempting to calm the man. It was about time police officers faced the repercussions of their conduct.
I have a legal right to defend myself when you do it. Either if that badge does not give you the right, it does not give you the right to put your hands on me.
I got a call that you're looking
You questioned me about it. What did I say?
I have a
What
right
did
to
I
identify
say?
you too. When I'm
You don't
speaking
have
with you're on private property.
You don't have name the legal right that I have to identify, and I've committed no
What's
crime.
your reason of being here?
And I've committed no crime. I've told
What's your
you
reason of being
several
here?
times.
Exercise.
I'm here every day. Every day. I didn't have a problem until today. I've been doing this ever since the weather's been warm enough.
You're on clinic property.
That's your problem, and you got an even bigger problem, buddy, for putting your hands on me. All right, let's see if this stands up in court.
You have no Cleveland Clinic business.
Let's see if this stands up in court.
Placing his hands on the auditor was the officer's worst life decision. At this point, he was powerless to save himself.
Continue to escalate it. I'm gonna wait till Garfield gets here. And I'm gonna file a police report. You got a lawsuit coming.
I'm making one anyway.
Absolutely. Let's see how it stands up legally. I know my rights.
Okay.
Apparently you don't. You can't just grab people up.
Sir.
You can't grab people up on a say-so. You didn't see me. You observed me for at least 45 seconds to a minute, doing what I was doing when you stopped me and questioned me. And I confirmed what you saw, irrespective of what someone said. You got a lawsuit for putting your hands on me.
It is clear how arrogant this officer was. He believed he could just grab anyone whenever he wanted, but this auditor was hell-bent on giving him a lesson he'd never forget.
He's done. Wait till they find out who I am.
Well, like, cause we gotta call dispatch, and they were saying,
if he had to come up and talk to me and not giving me unlawful orders, and put his hands on me.
He's saying like what he just. What he saying?
I came up that hill. He was sitting right over there.
Okay.
Right up there. He watched me come up the hill. I'm trotting backwards.
Yeah.
Turned around, made eye contact with him. Came back here. He started his car up and followed me.
Okay.
I come through here.
Yeah.
Like I walk every day.
Okay.
He stops me over here, and I explained to him.
Like
irrespective of you getting a call, you have to articulate what crime I've committed that I have to ID. I know my rights. How you doing? You Garfield?
Police. Yeah, I'm Garfield.
My name is Keith Golston.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You might know my mother's name.
Probably. Yeah.
They talk about Ernie there. She was the first black dispatcher ever, head dispatcher at Garfield Heights Police Department. I grew up here. Okay. I want to file a police report. I got this guy on film assaulting me without probable cause, grabbing me, trying to twist my arm behind my back, putting his hands on me. Whatever this officer's name is, I'm filing a police report on.
The officer's problems were only getting started. He made the mistake of messing with the wrong man that day.
I was doing nothing illegal. I do this every day.
Yeah, what's your name again, so I can address you?
My name is Keith Golston.
Keith Golston. Okay.
I'm a resident here.
Yeah. You know what yes, you have a right to do what you need to do, but this is a clinic, which means it's private. So if they ask you to do something, you gotta listen to them.
No. Let's test that legally. If he can put his hands on me without probable cause, anywhere in the continental United States.
No,
if he can put his hands on me, this is the issue. I answered his question.
Okay.
He didn't observe me doing anything but exercise. Where he observed me here. He didn't see me looking in any cars or doing something illegal. My point is this: he has no legal right, therefore, to put his hands on me or impede my progress, let alone ID me. A suspicion. Let's test that it's going to get tested legal.
Well, see, sir, this is a private.
Nah, I don't want to, bruh. It don't.
You can't even. You're not even supposed to be filming here.
Bruh.
It's just like if I went to your house
Brother.
and you text me.
Nah, this is you don't know what you're talking about because he's claiming you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. He just claimed that this was private property.
It is private property.
Yeah.
Means you have to do what they ask you to do.
No,
Yes,
I
you
do not.
Yes, you
I
do.
have to legally. I'm legally required. You're required legally to obey the law.
You can't use this at the gym.
Hey, look.
I understand what you're saying. I do.
That's why I said you don't know what you're talking about. I'm filing a lawsuit.
You cannot film.
No, I can do anything I want to do, man.
This is a private
Yes, I
property.
can.
You're not supposed to be filming here.
Stop me then.
Well, see, that's where you go wrong. You can't. If I went to your house and you asked me not to do
this
something,
is not my house.
Whatever.
We're outside
doesn't matter.
in the public.
If it's your property, then you got a right.
Whatever his name is, I'm filing a lawsuit for assault and battery. I got it on film, brother.
They were desperately trying to improve the situation for their fellow officer, but it appears that their efforts were in vain.
So
what's your name?
Lou.
Lou?
You can call me Lou.
Badge number?
27.
And your last name, Lou?
Young.
Young?
So I can only give you one or either or. I can give you all of them.
All right.
So these guys, they have a right to talk to you.
They don't have. He doesn't have a right to put his hands on me, bro. You were all right when we were talking.
I don't know what lead to that, but
I'll tell you
what
what.
lead to that? Why he?
I'll tell you what.
You know?
I can save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm pressing charges. I want to file a police report.
For what?
He assaulted me. I got it on film.
How he assaulted you? That's
Absolutely.
What I'm asking you. How?
He grabbed my arm.
Yeah, they're allowed to do that because if you walk away from them, if he's asked you.
Let's file the police report.
Keith maintained his stand. This is what happens when an educated individual opposes an illiterate and uninformed cop.
Well, these guys have the right to file a criminal trespass on you.
They can do that. Well, they can do that.
Yeah, but
and I'm suing. Okay. How about that? Let's see what stands up in court.
So if this guy,
bruh,
if this officer asks you to leave and you don't leave, that's a crime because they're going to be criminal trespass.
He didn't ask me to leave.
It's a private
he didn't ask me to leave.
place,
You're making stuff up now.
I'm not. That's why I asked you.
Do you have a supervisor here?
Yeah, we do have.
Okay, let me file a report with your supervisor.
We're not filing a police report. There's no
call your supervisor.
Yeah. If you want to, you can call the station.
Call your supervisor here.
Mr. Golston.
Call your supervisor here.
Here's how we're going to do this. You just want him off the property? Yeah.
I was leaving the property when he assaulted me.
Okay. If you want to file a complaint, you can file a complaint with Cleveland Clinic Police Department.
No, I want to file a criminal complaint. You guys are the reporting officers.
Would it be possible for Keith to file a criminal report?
No,
I want to file.
This is Cleveland Clinic.
Did he call you?
Yeah, they called us.
Y'all don't have no jurisdiction?
Not that. They are police department.
They're their own police department. So if
what kind of report are you guys going to file? You got to make a report.
We're not making a report.
No.
Y'all can just go anywhere you want to.
We don't have to make a report.
You can just make a report for.
If you want to file,
we'll find out. We'll find out about that.
If you want to file a complaint, if you want to file.
Where's the supervisor for Cleveland Clinic Police
Department? Right now
it's
me, but my supervisor's at home.
What is his name?
Marcus Grandpa.
Marcus Grandpa. Do you have a number for him?
That's my sergeant.
Sergeant Marcus Grandpa. Do you have a number for him?
You can call my dispatch and you can.
Who is here today that besides you that I can make a report about this incident?
My partner, but
let's get him here.
He's not a supervisor. He's right here, right behind me.
Because his supervisor was at home at the time, the cop who attacked Keith turned out to be the supervisor of the Cleveland Clinic Police Department. The intriguing part is about to begin.
What's your name, sir? We can talk now. You heard what was going on?
Yeah, I heard what's going on.
Right.
All right. So do you want Marcus's number?
No, I want to get something legally on paper right now. This is all on film.
You want to write it down on a statement, or you may just write this down now? I'm gonna get your statements like that. Want me to go do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You come with me.
Keith was always going to get what he wanted, regardless of what stood in his way, and he received precisely that.
If you could write your name down.
Yeah, I will.
And the officer.
I'm with the person now. He's make his statement. I'll give you the. I'll let you details of them down. All right. I'll give you my name like that. You want to go somewhere else, or you just?
Yeah, I want to go sit down.
Yeah. All right. All right. You say you exercise up here all the time?
Every day. For about the past, ever since it's been warm.
They could have alerted him earlier if they had a private property issue, but they made that wholly false explanation now because they had to save their fellow officer.
Yeah, with that, so the reason why this didn't happen here, they have no jurisdiction over private property and stuff. That's why they tell you. So they wasn't being disrespectful like that.
No.
So, like, you know, they can't really do too much because it's with us, but
I got it.
You know, but like I said, I apologize for what happened.
No problem.
I don't know what the heck was going on. I got a dispatch. Somebody said it was looking through cars and that was wrong. Somebody.
Man,
should have just asked, you know, instead of putting hands and stuff like that. But I understand.
And I'm giving the statement to you.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Buchanan, B-U-C-H.
What's your rank?
Oh, I'm a patrolman.
First name?
Samuel. Buchanan, B-U-C-H-A-N-A-N. Badge 66.
This tyrant of an officer had just realized that justice always wins out.
Broke my bracelet.
Oh, he
tried to twist my arm behind my back.
Due to his will to not be duped by these dishonest officers, the auditor had received justice as a result of the complaint being made and the cop being penalized. And that's it for today. What did you think of these cases? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to check out this next video right here.